Oh, bugger, it's just fireworks. But we're all the same people, aren't we? Everyone in this room wants to be happy. We're all going to die, and we're currently in desperate need of a laugh. The world is unbelievably depressing, isn't it? I mean, look at politics in this country. Look at our fucking leaders. They don't speak for us. They are beneath us. If you watch Prime Minister's Question Time, it's always the same. The right are too right and the fucking left are too left. See these morons. Brexit means Brexit. I want my country back. And over here it's just as bad. What are we going to call female fishermen? Oh, it's not your country. Vajanglers. Discuss something that matters and useless wankers. Look at Theresa May. She snuck in like a fart in an elevator. What was the first thing she did? She looked at the world and went, it's tense out there. I need a new foreign secretary. I need a balanced man. I need a man on an even keel. Who? Fucking exactly, Boris Johnson! Is our voice to the world. A man who is part alpaca, part you can't send him to a crisis. Hello, Boris is the name. I'm from England. Oh, look, a Chinese boy. I'm not going to Russia. Thank fuck for that. You're probably trying to unscrew a Russian woman. Is there a tiny one inside you? Sea of wankers. Look at Nigel Farage. Did you read this the other day? You know, he went to America. He apologised to Trump on our behalf for things we said about Trump during the election. Fuck you, you jowly cunt. You don't speak for me. Sorry? Nigel Farage for promising us £350 million per week for the NHS if we left the EU. That's the person who just winds me up. There was a fucking story in the Mirror the other day where it honestly went, since Brexit, this is Nigel, since Brexit, I can no longer go on pub calls because I am afraid for my safety. You're like, fucking boo-hoo, Nigel. Hate crimes are up 41%, but Nigel can't have a drinky wink. How out of touch with this country can you get? I'm afraid to go to Weatherspoons. Everyone is afraid to go to fucking Weatherspoons. Trying to get served in there, you're like one of those iguanas on planet Earth. There's too many dickheads in this country. We need a cult. We genuinely need a cult. We do. We need to recalibrate this land. I met Joey Essex at a party last year, right? I had a chat with him best you can. And I met Stephen Hawking and Joey at the same party. It was the weirdest night of my life. Caviar, eating from a bin. And I got chatting and he was like, well, do you know what I mean? This is Joey, not Stephen. No, you gotta change. But he was there, Joey Essex.
I just bought a new house, Russell. It was $3.5 million, but it's got a swimming pool, and I don't actually like swimming, so I'm in a bit of a mood.
And you're like, fuck me! 25 nurses in this country get attacked every day doing the job that matters. That cunt can't read, and he's got a house with a pool, which he doesn't fucking want! It's what? And then my brain honestly went, it's all right, Russ, he's gonna die. He'll look at the swimming pool one morning and go, oh look, blue carpet. When do we start celebrating idiocy? When do we start bending over backwards? I say let the idiots go. Genuinely let them die. There's too many thick fuckers in this land. Do you think like, mind the gap? If you need help with that, let them go.
I want to be in the gap.
This truck is reversing.
Lorry cattle.
I bought a pair of trainers. This is the weirdest. I bought a pair of trainers. Inside the trainers, genuinely, a little sachet that said silica gel, do not eat. Who the fuck needs that tip? And then really people go, oh,
Trainer pudding. I'm intrigued.
we live in a country where we no longer sell curved croissants. That's the thing. We don't sell curved croissants in Tesco because enough people wrote to Tesco complaining they couldn't put jam on curved croissants. Some people were defeated by bendy bread.
Just being Tesco, not being funny, but I was going like that, and suddenly there was jam on the table. How can you be like, help, Tony, it's happening again?
When the fuck did Piers Morgan become socially relevant? When did that happen? Every morning that pig-faced fucker's telling me what he thinks. I'm the man in the street. You're not the man in the street, you're called Piers. There's no men in the street called Piers. No, I'm in the street, Piers is a name. This is Bunty and Miffy having a splendid time. In the street. It's the way he justifies his toxic bullshit. I'm just thinking what the man in the street's saying. I'm just thinking, you know, fuck off. I'll tell you what the man in the street's thinking. She's alright. What's for tea? I'd like to be a Jedi. That's it. Very simple beasts. Walking along. And I bet you feel the same way as me. You're very depressed about the world. Because if you consume the world through the media and the papers, you lose faith in us, the people. And that's a mistake. Because we, the people, we're still magnificent. We genuinely are. There's still people that glide into your life and make you smile from nowhere. I met a woman in Bristol recently. She came up and said, excuse me, when you come, do your eyes look normal? It's a different level of class. It's the excuse me.
When you bust a nut, they all really want me.
I don't know about them. I've never masturbated in front of a mirror. I'm going to have to get back to you. I'm like that with my girlfriend. Look at my eyes. My real boy. My real boy. But I love people like that, you know? We met somebody like this yesterday. We were out and about. We got here a day early. I wanted to kidnap this man. He's the funniest man I've met. He's about 60. He was winding his wife. Like, how do you know I'm not, love? How do you know I'm not? I'm chatting, oh, you know, because you're working quick here. I stop it and do me bloody head. I might do it when you're not looking, isn't it? I might do it when you're not looking, you don't know me. Look, I'm Trixie. I'm Trixie. I might be, you don't bloody know. I fucking do know. You're doing me fucking head in. Serious, I'm trying to make you fucking tea. And she stormed out. I was like, mate, I've got to ask, what are you doing? And this genius looked at me and went, I've been telling me wife that I'm Banksy. People like you make the world worth living. Let's hear it for those lunatics. I love people like that. Do you know why? Because I was raised by people like that. My mum and dad don't give a two-shit rat fuck. They didn't when I was little. The older I get... My dad now wears costumes around the house, right? He's 60. Genuinely dressed as an elf the other day for a party. It wasn't Christmas. Just strolling around. All right, that's what you do. With the outfit, stop lunging. He's 60, his nuts are fucking hitting his ankles. One of them fell out. That should be the end of the story. Not my dad. In front of strangers at a party, my dad went, ooh. Look at that. We all have to look at it. It's like Voldemort near the end, this awful thing. I said, Dad, what is that dead thing hanging off your dick? Only my dad would respond this way. He grabbed his testicle in front of strangers and went, grow up! That was your first home! You should be proud of where you're from, mister, I'm off the telly. And then my mum involved.
Yeah, and then you moved into more spacious apartment.
That's why I'll never be on Who Do You Think You Are?
That's who he is, and that's where he's from.
And I love that that's where I'm from. I can't think of a better face to have toppled from than my mum's family. I love her brain, I love it. We went to a restaurant in London where you eat in the dark, and my mum honestly went, I don't know, Russ, what if I forget where my mouth is? She's gonna get... It's confusing! She keeps a hula hoop under her sofa. You probably have a similar relationship with your mum. The older they get, the madder they get, and they do it on purpose. They become wilder and more interesting. My mum, hula hoop under the sofa. I was like, what's this, right? She looked at me, this is what I love. She went, well, I was like, why do you do this? When I watch the news and I find something depressing, what I do, I pull out the hula hoop, I have a little dance, and I feel better about myself. I think you'll find that. So there's a lot of ladies my age who do a similar thing. No, there isn't. I wish there was. How much better would the world be? What way of dealing with grief? Your dog's dead. Oh, that's awful. love that dog, I bloody loved him. Dave, the dog's dead. I heard, love, I heard. What I'm saying is my family are my salvation. In depressing times, they cheer me up because they're silly. A bit of silliness is very good for you, I think, you know? It's what odd one makes you happy. It's weird. Like my favourite thing in a minute, you know when someone sneezes on a train, there's always some weird and they're like, achoo, bless you. We don't do that with any other bodily function. Now, if someone farts near me, I'm like, Jesus loves you, you know. If you really want to freak them out, just grab their fart and eat it. They don't know It's odd what makes you happy. It's my favourite thing in the world. I'm 37, I should have grown up, but I love doing this. I've got a nephew who's 3. This is my gift from me to you. If you know any 3-year-olds, teach them this. I taught my nephew to say this.
Yeah. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
It makes anything creepy. That's the beauty of it. My sister came home, it couldn't have gone better. She's like, where's, do you want a bath?
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
My brother taught him chat-up lines. The day we had, we're in the park and this going, oh my God, he's so cute.
Are you a light switch because you're turning me on?
Make him stop!
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? It's a hula hoop. We're gonna kill your dog!
That's my brother. You love my brother. You see good people, you know? A lot of people hate him. A lot of my sister's friends despise him. What was they said the other day? He's a despicable bastard. But he's very funny, you know? He takes it, like, there was an incident, it was at a party, and my sister's friend was holding a baby, and she went,
I'm worried about paedophiles.
and all my brother said was, I think you're a bit old. Exactly. If you'd have been there, we'd have had a smashing evening. He takes a chance. That's what I love about him. He takes a chance. We met a girl in Nottingham the other day who had 9 fingers. My brother's like, oh my God, that's amazing. What happened? She went, well, one of them was bitten off by a wolf. At that point, a little finger was bitten off by a wolf. Most people go, okay, too much for me. I'm leaving this conversation. Not my brother. I shit you not. Upon learning that, the first thing he said was, woo, but you don't go to many rock gigs. She was pissing herself. You have to admire that. It's lovely hanging out with people like that. They take your breath away, you know? Because there's so many beige fuckers in the world, you know? Dull beige. I don't mean that in a UKIP way. I mean, beige going around, aren't they? But you know when, like, people become boring, you know when your friends become boring? Isn't that the most awful thing? You go around the house like, would you like a tour of the house? You're like, no, Darren, no, I wouldn't. We've all been on this. This is the bathroom, this is the bedroom, this is the room where we hang ourselves. My friend Darren has got signs in his bathroom, you've seen these that just say, bathe, relax. Cheers, Darren, I was going to shit in the bin until these tips came along. Did you survive? My brother's not like that, he's wild and interesting, you know? This sums up my brother. We're in New York. There's a big sign in the middle of Times Square that just says, the worst thing you can do if you think you smell a gas leak is nothing. I was like, that's not true, is it? You could light a match. Not my brother. My brother looked at that same sign and went, well, that's bollocks, isn't it, Russ? You could fuck a dog. So that's probably the worst thing you can do in that situation. Look, can you smell gas and then inexplicably you start buggering someone's labradoodle? Fucking Americans, let's go over Canadian. He's too much for some, and he's currently broken the family. My sister isn't speaking to my brother. There was an incident, right? My sister's husband, he fell off his bike, and he broke both of his arms, which I think we can all agree is very sad. It's because he's in musical theatre, so it's just a joy to get him off the fucking stage. I don't know, have you ever been dragged to a musical? You won't get that fucking night back. No one questions the lyrics, the shit they sing. I closed my eyes, drew back the curtains. Who opens curtains with their eyes shut?
What can you see, Joseph? Nothing, it's all dark, it's all dark.
A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Not if you're diabetic. He fell off his bike, which I think we can all agree is very very sad. He broke both his arms. He's walking around like that, right? And my sister rang me up. She's like, Russ, he's been hit. He's okay, but he's broken his arms. Can you look after my baby? I said, after a kid. I was like, yeah, of course, Kevin Carey. Don't worry about it. I'll look after you, kid. That was my response. My brother rang me up an hour later. He didn't know that I knew, and this was the way that he told me. You heard? Kerry's got to wipe 2 arseholes. Exactly, my friends. We're not saying this right. I'm saying you need people like that in the world. We've always been strange, creepy, weird kids, me and my brother. We used to invent games. We had no money, but we had imagination. We used to play a game called lady wrestling. This is true. What's lady wrestling? I'll tell you. What we used to do, we used to tuck our willies between our legs and have a fight. That was the game. And the loser was the first person who was tickled enough that their willy fell out. And they no longer resembled a woman. The look of confusion on my poor tant's face. As you can buffle upstairs, I'll do this. Morning! Get your dick out of your ass and get ready for school!
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Creepy, innit? Lady wrestling. Still do it. I'm not very good. My girlfriend, very good. I'd quite like to be a lady. I'd say that, I'll be honest. Obviously, if I was a woman, I wouldn't be here. I'd be in a bath, watching my boobs float. Treating the girls right, subbing them down, you know how it goes. But do you know why? It's the camaraderie amongst women. You're so kind to each other in a way that men just aren't, you know? You celebrate together, you commiserate together. There will never be a male singer in front of a load of blokes going, all the single men, all the single men, all the single men. Just blokes in the field, And hen do's and stag do's are amazing. Like, I saw this thing recently, I couldn't believe it. Hen do got on a tube in London, they were all a bit pissed, it was lovely. One of the girls got stuck in the tube door, and none of her friends laughed. None of them. They rescued her, they were stroking her hair.
I was scared, girls, I was scared.
If that was a man, he'd still be on the fucking circle line. Oh, lads, seriously, saying out of Facebook, you fat fuck. You're gonna die, you're gonna die! That's what happens on a stag, doing it? If one of your friends passes out, one of your weirder friends will get his balls out, pop them on his head, pop them in his mouth. Do you ring the police? No, you take pictures, picture. No woman has that story, that's why you're better than us.
Gotta go, the usual's happening, Steve. Linda's out cold and Sarah's rubbing her fanny on her face. I've got to get some Snapchat of this. Get a good one, get a good one. Make sure it don't look silly. Hashtag muffling.
Exactly, muffling. I've just invented a word there for a thing that will never happen. There will never be muffling on the streets of Leeds. You will, no, you're right. Night. Off to bed, Sarah. There you go. Don't fight it, love. Don't fight it. I'm just dragging my hair. Let's get her on. The light behind me is a bit bright. I apologise. That's the most specific heckle. I know there's 11,000 other people there, but that's doing me head in out there. Those fireworks must have fucking killed you. There's not a lot I can do about it. Like, I love the fact you're like, okay, I'll hold the show. I haven't got those skills. That's the best heckle ever. Excuse me. That's too bright, isn't it? You know what I mean? Fucking sun today did me head in. I woke up fucking boom, boom, boom. I don't get that. Trying to sing me songs on fucking brigade. Now I've got light in my face, feels like fucking heaven. It's just, what can you do with that level of heckle? I know. Now I'm just going to try and cover the light for that fucking angry moth who doesn't know who he is. Just fly towards him, my friend. The angry moth. That's a fucking great lead superhero, isn't it? Oh, angry moth. I'm meant to go to it, but I don't fucking like it. So I'm just sitting in my shed drinking gravy and shouting at my feet. That's lovely. lovely. There's some lovely lady laughs in. That's what I like hearing. Because every woman has a true different normally ha ha ha, but if you get them right. You go from princess to warhog in a nanosecond. You never know what's going to go. Like the moth, you're like,
That'll do for me.
it's like tickling a dog in it. That's a bit Ross, that's a bit innocent. Why not laugh? It's vital to laugh in the world at the minute. Very good to laugh at yourself. We're very good at this. You'll notice that world leaders aren't. Trump can't do it. Every time you watch Trump on telly, it's hilarious, isn't it? The entire world is taking the piss out of him and he has no idea. I got so many electoral college votes. I got the most ever. So many votes. 1, 2, 5, 7, 12. So there's a child in his head passing down the smallest possible words. Naughty, naughty, no, yeah, no. Fake news, naughty, big bad, naughty poo, silly, silly. Fake news. Whenever someone disagrees with fake news, so bad, so much fakery, fake news. That's what he does. Somebody disagrees with him. Fake news. It's exactly what we used to do with the phrase, I know you are, you say you are, so what am I? Don't do that if you're leader of the fucking free world, you know? You have to laugh at yourself. I'm very good at it. It's my one skill in life. I'm very good at taking the piss out of myself. That's what I love about life. Life is a very good way. You take yourself quite seriously, and life will just come along and go, yeah, you're a dick. I had a brilliant moment recently. I was waiting for a train at Bristol Temple Mead Station, right? And people just cheer a train. Fucking right! God bless Bristol. It's amazing that place, seriously. It's incredible, right? You put paper into the robot's mouth, and you get to go somewhere. You call it a train station. Return, I'm allowed back. That's why I love Bristol. How could you? Nobody's ever cheered a fucking train station. You've got a pastation. It might have been you that did it, in which case, well done, mate. It's about 6 months ago, I'm waiting for a train, just mouth breathing, that's what I do. And people were taking pictures of me, but they weren't asking. It was the weirdest thing, just walking up to me. There he is, there he is. It's about 5 of them. Yeah, I see him. There he is. I didn't know what to do. You know when you're embarrassed, you feel a bit awkward, and you don't prepare what you're going to say, the words just go, bleh. I'm so embarrassed and ashamed of how pretentious I sounded. I started going, hey! Stop taking pictures of me! Come and have a chat. The image will fade. The conversation may last forever. I know, it got even worse. I genuinely, I may be famous, but I'm still a person. This is what I'm getting on about. This is why life is wonderful. This bloke looked at me and just went, me? You're stood next to a Pokemon? You have to take that on a chin. That's the great thing about life. You'll have had moments like that. You never know when laughter's going to arrive and you're going to look like a twat. A brilliant one recently, you won't believe it's absolute truth. I went to Liberia for comic relief. It was incredible, right? In a time of mean-spiritedness, there was something really lovely about being part of something that was helping other people. Millions of pounds were raised by wonderful people like you, and there was an African village that had been destroyed by Ebola, and now, because of the money, they had a new school, and the kids were going to school for the first time ever. For some reason, I was selected as the person to take them to school for the first time. I was confused, the kids were confused, the villagers were utterly baffled. Does anyone here ever walk some African kids out of the village? Oh, you'll get some looks! Come on. All the villagers, where is he taking the children? He must work for Madonna. He must work. No, that is Ellen DeGeneres. That is Ellen DeGeneres. Hello, Ellen. You're a very charming lesbian. It's incredible, right? I was there for a week. Some of the funniest moments weren't shown on TV, but that is life. You never know when it's going to be hilarious. This was the best, right? You didn't see it. I wish they would have put it out, but it probably would have killed my dad. because he would have had a heart attack because he would have been laughing so much. We got on a bus, right? There was an 8-year-old girl and a 6-year-old boy. We're getting onto this bus. The mum comes with us. We're on the bus. We're off to school for the first time. The mum started singing a song. Now, 15 million people watch Comic Relief. I could feel the nation staring at me through this man's camera lens. I was very careful, like, hello. And this woman started from nowhere just going,
Oh, thank you, Jesus, for bringing us. Thank you, Jesus.
I could see the cameraman like that. You know that horrible thing where you've got to laugh here and shit blood?
The kids were like, thank you, Jesus, for bringing us. Zion, Zion, Zion.
And it got even worse because the little girl looked at me and just went, sing! What the fuck would you do? I either look like an idiot in front of my nation or I'd break a little girl's heart. I fucking sang! Just, oh, thank you, Jesus, for bringing me. Thank you, Jesus, for bringing me. Zion, Zion. In my head, I'm going, you need to get off this. I can imagine my dad on the sofa going, fucking come out quick! Russell thinks he's Jesus, the workers! And my brain went, you need to think of something quick, son. Get them to stop them singing about God. Get them to sing another children's song, and that way you can swip away from God, and you can go into that. And my brain went, good idea. And rather than explaining that that's what I was going to do, I just started singing another children's song louder than these brilliant kids. They're like, thank you, Jesus. Oh, McDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And the little girl looked at me and went, what is an E-I-E-I-O? I don't know. And the boys like, why do you sing it? This is like the hokey cokey all over again. It's beautiful. Sometimes a little child can point out how silly your culture is. Why do you sing E-I-E-I-O? I don't know. Nobody knows why we sing this. Daddy said it one day, and his man called Old MacDonald, and he has a farm with lots of animals, and nobody knows. We just sing. I love those moments, you know, you can learn so much from kids, and learn loads from foreigners about how silly our country is. You know, we're better together. I've got a German doctor, right? And I went there the other day because I don't mind telling you folks, I had a terribly itchy ass. You know when it's that bad, you're like, I wish I was a bear and just fucking rub it against the tree. Obviously, I didn't say it like that. I got an itchy ass, baby. You're very English when you go to the doctor. You're like, excuse me, there's trouble at the mill. There's a quandary in the midsection. If you could do your best, forthwith. She was German. She went, okay. Fucking hell, apparently she's Chinese. She went, okay, fucking hell, Russell, come on. So last night, so I can do it properly. She was a German lady, she went, we need to do an allergy test. What you eat in the morning? I fought very hard not to go, pussy. I told her the truth. I looked at her and said, shredded. That's what I eat, shredded. And she said something to me that only a foreigner could ask. She went, what are shredders? Fucking hell, I don't know. They're knitted by grannies. Nobody knows what they are. They taste num-nums. They keep hunger locked up till lunchtime. Those grannies are magic. It's only when you explain foreign English cereals to foreigners, you realise how mental we are.
You say here, Russell, that the Cocoa Pops turned the milk chocolatey.
Yes, that's correct. That's what I said. No, a monkey told me. And I wasn't even the
different words? No, different elves make different noises. Snap, crackle and pop. They're very different.
But this is how stupid I am. It's genuinely true.
She went, okay, forget the cereal. Describe your movements.
Now, yeah, exactly. I didn't know she meant poo. I genuinely got out of my seat, went, well, you know, all right, really. You have to laugh at yourself. You have to laugh at the world. A lot to laugh at in the world in a minute. You have to laugh at the bigots. You have to laugh at the idiotic liberals, you know? There's wonderful people out there. There's also some fucking dicks. That's very kind, madam.
I love you, though. It's the accent up here. It's probably lovely, isn't it?
I bet it's the though on the end.
I love you, though. Despite all your flaws.
That's what's lovely about it. People are yeah, it's very sweet, but it's like the other day, a woman put,
I don't think you're weird at all.
this happened again.
I don't think you're weird.
What do you mean? I didn't think I was weird until you said it.
No, you're in a magazine, aren't you? Says here, Hit Magazine's Weird Crush of the Year. You're number 23. She honestly went, well done you.
What do you mean, well done me? That means I'm a housewife's pity fuck. That's what that means.
If I were pissed, I might touch him. I feel the same.
I was number 23. Do you know who was number 24? This is where you have to laugh at yourself. Hodor from Game of Thrones. Women think it's weirdo to fancy a man who can only say his own name rather than me.
Say my name, Hodor.
Hodor.
Just say your own then, I suppose. Can you put down that disabled lad? You're freaking me out.
You have to laugh at everybody, you know? It's very hard to laugh at idiotic liberals, not very good at it, you know? Don't really like it. I went on the Women's March, I don't know if anyone went. It was amazing. The Women's March against Trump. Probably a few of you went. It was an incredible day out, right? Amazing, some of these proud women holding up signs against this misogynistic twat. Love Trump's hate. You're like, damn right, madam. I saw another lady, show us your tax returns, Donald. You're like, amen, sister. I saw one bloke ruin it for everyone. He just had a drawing of a unicorn. There you go.
Nothing like you, nothing. I got it, girl. I got it. The flying horse doesn't like you.
And I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
He's like, I think you'll find, Russell, that unicorns are animals of peace.
And I think you'll find they're imaginary. You know what they do, you fucking idiot? And they've got knives that come out of their heads. For all you know, they might fly down, stab an old woman and piss on kids. You don't know what they do. You defeat bigots by arguing against their toxic logic or fighting. We fought Hitler. We didn't show them a picture of the Loch Ness Monster.
Nothing like you, nothing. You're a big man.
I live with lots of my friends. I work in the media and there's lots of very funny liberals, very funny, you know? Like a lot of my friends are many. Russell! We cannot let Trump come to London, we cannot! No! We can't let him meet the Queen! I think we can. That's how we get rid of him. We use Liz as bait.
Come in, Dom, come in. This is Philip.
That's all Prince Philip said for 20 years, isn't it? It's like he's pony on the end, he just goes, fuck all you bastards. Why won't they let me die, Liz? Let me die. I hate everyone.
Come in, Donald. Ignore him. He's a bit of a grizzle. In you come.
Thank you so much. Such a lovely walk. Having a great time.
Okay, now. In you come. Take a chill pill. Relax. Put down your funk, you deal me?
Mate, fuck, have you done what the Queen's like? She might be weird. Just walking around the palace when no one's looking. Chop! Freaking out the guards.
Nobody will ever believe you. Oh, the Queen did a dab. Fuck off, furry hat. Through you come, Don. Through you come. You're probably wondering why you're here, aren't you, Donald?
I am wondering. I wonder so much. There's so much wondering. I wonder, I've been over and over and wondering.
Yeah, I'm here to knight you. I think you're splendid. Love all that gobbledygook that flies out of your face. Give me the blade. Kneel down, there's a love. And fuck a slip. Oh no! I killed him! Oh no! Why did I do it? Because nobody wife. Yeah, this is called teabagging, you son of a bitch. Move over, Philip, and this is called muffling. Yeah! Film me, Philip, film me. Every day I'm muffling. Na, 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 na.
Imagine seeing that on the news. We go live to
Buckingham Palace. Hello, Britain. Ding dong, the dickhead's gone. Smushy, smushy. Night, night, fucker. The news is over. You go Netflix and chill. Come on, Philip. Yes, fuck off, yes.
I've written to her. What's she doing, though? Because she's busy. There's no heroes anymore. Do you ever feel that way? You look around, all for being kids these days, no one to look up to. There's no one magnificent anymore, you know? I understand why people are angry. Sorry, I've got a bad cough. That wasn't me doing it. Quick impression of Tom Jones from that one. Think I'm better jams. Who was the first woman to throw her pants at Tom Jones? That must have been the weirdest moment. Just why?
I am fucking enjoying this.
How confused must the other ladies be?
What the bloody hell are you doing, Miriam? I'm having a good time is what I'm having, Dom. Now fucking get your flaps out and chill out for Christ's sake.
There's no heroes, that's what I'm trying to say. That's very kind of you, sir. But I think we need to recalibrate society, because if I'm your hero, the world's in a mess. But I'm a better hero than any reality TV star, because it's insane to me. I think it needs me on Towie, or Made in Chelsea, or Geordie Shore, just with a pillow, just killing people. I genuinely think it'd be a better way of recalibrating society. It doesn't work. You've got nothing. You kind of people used to bully us at school, and now society's made millionaires out of you. All you can do is give or take a dick. That is not good enough. Don't fight it, Joey. Joey, go night-nights. Joey, go night-nights. Because there's real heroes out there. We've just been given sleeping pills for the last 20 years. Just watch the telly, there you go. I won't think. Watch the telly, there you go. I won't think. There's real heroes that we actually care about, but we don't know about them. That's how fucking mad the world is. Everyone knows who Brooklyn Beckham is. There's a bloke called Kenton Lee. He invented shoes that grow with children's feet, so the kids in Africa have shoes all the way through school. Nobody knows who he is. Every one of you wants to meet that man and shake him by the hand. That's how fucked the world is. There's a lady called Jean Bennett who lives in Hull. She dresses up as a bee. Do you know her? She's a fucking wonderful woman. You know, every Saturday she dresses up as a bee. She's 93. She raises money for AIDS UK. She's raised 200 grand every Saturday. What do I know about her? I want to see her on the end of the news.
Hello, I know life's a bit shitty, but I'm dressed as a bee and I'm helping people. See ya.
We can recalibrate the society if we want to, because heroes, like true heroes, like I lost my granddad. My granddad was my genuine hero. I love that man so much. My granddad died the same day that Trump got elected. It was a tough old day, man. Brutal. But this is the fascinating thing. Now, I'm 37, and I know there's older people who are far wiser than me, but the world has never felt stranger to me. And genuinely this happened, but there's always, what we can all guarantee, there's always humour. Even in bleak moments, there's always laughter, there's always hope. This is the honest truth. When I found out that my granddad had died, I was on holiday in Mexico, my soul was on the ground. My mum rang me up, she started crying. She said, Russell, your granddad's dead. And I started crying and I was weeping with my mum because this man who I adored was no more. I kid you not, at the exact moment that I found out, there was a Mexican man who was 5 meters away from me who just went, I just started laughing. It was like the soul of my granddad was looking down. Oh, Russell looks a little bit upset. Beardy man, do the dance. And the funeral was even more beautiful. I know that sounds weird, but you may have been to a funeral that's similar. My dad did a eulogy. Every word my dad said was beautiful. Words became memories. They floated from his mouth. They soared into our hearts and made us cry happy tears. It was a beautiful, fitting tribute to my magnificent granddad. Could it get better? Yes, it could. My nan started heckling. It was so funny. My dad's trying to tell my nan, like,
Who's this bloke talking?
and everyone's doing that thing, you know, when you're trying to wriggle the giggles out, just pop the laughs out of your feet. Oh, look at me, Nanny. Very hard to laugh at a funeral. I did it once. We buried a dog, and my mum went, "Who wants to say goodbye?" And my dad went, "Arrow!" That felt bad, man. But this was a whole different level. But that's what happens. It's what makes you human. We all laugh for stuff we shouldn't. I went to a humanist wedding recently. Quite a big girl, friend of mine, she got married. She walked down the aisle to the theme tune from Jurassic Park. I am not a bad guy, but that's going to test any man. My brother had a glass of water next to me. But this was on a whole different level. My dad was trying to compose himself, trying to talk about how much he loved my granddad, and my nan wouldn't give it up, saying,
Who is he? Russell, what's his name? Are you dyeing your hair? He's dyeing his hair. He's a puff.
No, I have to say that. No, I have to say puff.
I'm nearly dead. I'll see why I want puff hair.
And then she started coughing, and you can see all my family members going, "Fucking hell, don't be me. I don't want to be the one that goes. I can't help."
She's like,
And then that beautiful lady connected the entire family. She roared out loud.
Has anyone got anything I can suck?
That was too much for the Howards. We lost our collective shit. I could see my little brother fighting the urge not to go, "Fucking hell, Grandad, you picked the wrong day to die." It was beautiful. And I know that sounds weird, but I'll say this now. There isn't anything better than when you're lost in laughter with friends and family, even in a situation that bleak. It was like, there is no past, there is no future. I'm lost in giggles. The world isn't so scary. And that's all we can do. All we can do is laugh at the absurdity of the world. Every day there's a different mental story. You read the news, like, holy shit. It feels like the news is designed just to go, "Don't go out. Don't go out. Watch The Voice. Eat pizza. Don't go out. Bad out there. Watch The Voice. Eat pizza. Don't go out. Bad out there." Do you ever feel that way? You're like, is this a conspiracy? Are they just every night? You never hear a story of something wonderful happened earlier. You want to go out? Don't go out. Eat your pizza. Don't go out. And it's got even worse with kids. It's the one thing you have when you're a kid, is the potential. The fact that youth is on the horizon. And we're even scaring our children. My cousin is 11. This is the freakiest thing that's happened recently. He was given a note, and I'll tell you the kind of 11-year-old he is. I live in London. A lot of 11-year-olds around my way are very much, "Mr. Howard, do you want to buy any weed?" And you're like, "Not today, Andre. Thursday's my pickup." My cousin isn't like that. This is the kind of 11-year-old he is. I caught him in my garden with a pine cone doing this. So he's very different. That's what I'm getting across. Not an astronaut, this kid. Just picking up sticks.
Look, Russ, I'm a drum kit. I'm a drum kit.
That's right. Come on, let's get you away from the road. He's a lovely kid, right? He's a very young 11-year-old. He was very excited. He was going to Bristol Zoo. He was going to see a giraffe. That was best in his head. A giraffe. I love giraffes, but why are they not called tallies? They should be called tallies, because anteaters are called anteaters because they eat ants. A giraffe should be called tawley, eating trees, shouldn't they? You're like, fuck, you're hurting my head, you know? He was given a note from his school, I couldn't believe this, a note, aged 11, of what to do in the event of an ISIS attack at Bristol Zoo. Yeah, because that's what they're planning, isn't it? We will go to Bristol and destroy all the hippopotamus. Is that really the world we live in? If an ISIS attack happens, it's going to happen. We're going to be blown to shit. It's not like I can do it, but we'll survive. You can't fearmonger a kid. He's 11. And do you know what these expert teachers have told him? I shit you not, he genuinely said, if you spot a terrorist, run or hide. Cheers, guys! He was probably going to pull out his tambourine until you looked up.
Fuck, it's ISIS. Kumbaya. Let's fight them with Christian love. Kumbaya. Someone's coming, my lord.
But it killed me, man. It really worried me. It's like the world we live in. It's hard enough being 11 without your school going, and the bad men are coming too. I grew up in the 90s. It was a very different world. We weren't afraid of terrorism. What were the big fears in the 90s? Eating red berries, wedges, leaning back on your chair. That was a big thing. All those weird rumours.
Don't lean back in your chair, Russ. There was a boy that did it once and now he's spastic. how you say it. That's how he said it.
Different time, wasn't it? We used to go to school with our names sewn into our clothes. Your shirt, your tie, your pants. That was the most baffling. There was never going to be a moment you were going to remove your underwear at school.
I fucking love it.
Geography. Jesus. I'll get my sack out. Did you hear it? 3 different types of rock. Like, the only time you would take your pants off at school would be if you shat yourself, and then the last thing you want is something that linked it back to you.
Some skidders here. It says Russell Joseph Howard. Hit him with recorders.
I wasn't afraid of ISIS, I was afraid of my little brother, little bastard. We used to have a thing called the landline. Do you remember that? There were young people who don't. The landline, there was one phone in the kitchen, one phone on the landing, and you always forgot about that fucking phone because you thought you were having a chat with someone. You weren't! The rest of your family were listening in! Whenever I used to speak to a girl, my brother would be on the top phone making this noise. What are you doing, Russell?
I'm not doing anything. He's wanking. He's wanking. He's wanking.
I'd run upstairs to punch him in the face. I wasn't allowed. He had epilepsy, the selfish little bastard. I had to get a lamp for a girl like that. That's what you should be doing when you're 11. Trying to give your brother an epileptic fit. Not being afraid of ISIS. The world has gone mad. And I know I can feel the wisdom in this room go, Russell, that's what happens. The older you get, you start romanticising your youth. That is true. I look back at my youth now and I think it's a lot easier. The other thing that starts happening, your body starts letting you down. You get to your mid-30s and your body just does weird things. Nobody tells you about it. You get to 35 and your nasal hair just goes, I want out.
I've been living a lie. I'm coming out, jet black. But no other hair colour on his body. Just witch's pubes.
And your ear hair's like, yeah, I'm gonna go out sideways.
Creepy white like no other.
And then your dick's like, yeah, I'm getting involved too. Not with rigidity, that stuff is still rigid, stiff, and coffee table hard. But it has become, my penis, something of a leaking allotment tab. Time was, it used to be a fireman's hose. Put it away, lift in. Now, you get about 4 steps away from the urinal and your pip's like, oh, forgot. So much hurly-burly going on. We didn't have time, did we? It was weird, wasn't it? It was like, go. And the long and short of it is there's a bit of piss that we didn't send through. You always send it through now because you're in public, aren't you? Awful, isn't it? The worst is when you get 4 steps away and there's no dribbling, you think, bloody hell, I'm back. Russell Joseph Howard is a young man again. And then he coughs. 2 weeks of piss comes down on a long flu. The thing I love about that, the people who are really laughing about it, there's a fair chance some of you just pissed yourself.
He's fucking right.
There's one lady over there really laughing. We're gonna need a mop. It's that's what we need for this album. Oh, he's fucking right. Let's go down on a man. I won't do steps. But it's no went on, you know? It's no went on. From the teachers, it's 11, man. Run or hide. This was from his school. I don't know whether this is the funniest thing I've ever seen or the saddest. Jenny went on to say, if you spot a terrorist, I'm not making this up, I swear to God. If you spot a terrorist at the zoo, tell the teacher. Listen to this. Do not attempt to negotiate. He's 11. What do they think he's capable of? Like some jihadist is going to leap out, kneel before ISIS flag. Negotiate. Love to see that, you're some kid.
What's all this fuss?
Who are you?
I'm Nathan Mate. It's written on my pants. Who are you? Because you sound spastic. Disappointing. Now what do you want?
What do I want? Yeah, what do you want, you dad?
What, you dead? Baby, don't dead.
What you want? I'll tell you what I want. I want to put my foot on your skull and crush it, Nathan. Then I want to overthrow your government. I want to fly my flag above the Houses of Parliament. A change is coming, Nathan. Hell shall freeze over. I will never stop until I defeat you.
And is there any wiggle room? For negotiating, help me. Help you. You must have something you saw.
I have nothing. There is nothing you can give me. You are a child.
I'm a child, there's nothing I can give you. What about this crunchy bar?
What do you think? I don't know. Yeah, it was incredible. They did really well. But then we wanted to jump Do you have any curly wellies?
Oh, see, Wayne, have we got any curly whirlies?
No! Oh, yeah! Shut up, I didn't realise we were going to be infiltrated. All I got left is a dive bar.
Fucking stretch it, Wayne. Put some holes in it, mate. These goat fuckers don't know what a curly whirly is. You want it, don't you? Different packaging over it, mate. It's different packaging. It's curly whirly with a silent C. Before I let you have it, I'm gonna put it down. Put your gun down, mister. We're gonna settle this the old-fashioned way. The Bristol way. The children's way. I need you to tuck your willy between your legs. And fight me, Barry! Exactly. How wonderful.